Okay. Yes, Abel, what was the major points we discussed in colligative property?
Ma'am, in colligative property, we mainly discussed about the relative lowering of in the vapor pressure, and we just discussed about the relation that is in that it's obeying the uh, Raoult's law, and we derived a expression that is P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to N2 by N1. That is called relative lowering of vapor pressure formula.
What is the meaning of relative lowering or lowering in vapor pressure? Why is it happening?
It's because like vapor pressure in a of a solvent is usually less than that of the pure solvent. So therefore, we can explain according to Raoult's law that lowering of vapor pressure, it only depends on the concentration of the solution, and it is independent of their nature or identity.
Very good. That means vapor pressure of a solution, or you can say solvent in a solution, will be always less than that solvent when it is taken in the pure form. So that's what lowering in vapor pressure. So we were deriving this equation. I hope you were writing it. If not, please write it now. Delta P1 means change in vapor pressure is equal to P1 naught minus P1, because always for a pure solvent, P10 will be always a bigger value, greater value compared to vapor pressure in its solution. So that's what you can calculate. And P1, as per the Raoult's law, you can replace P1 with P1 naught chi1. That is as per the Raoult's law. You know that P1 is equal
Can
to.
you show the previous slide one more?
Previous slide was the first slide.
Can you show it 1 minute, please?
Yeah.
Uh,
Done?
is it the previous slide?
Yes. Because I was just writing on the plain screen and explaining the derivation. The same thing is here only. The same thing is there, but it's just a type to format. That's it. Huh? Still stuck? Oh. Now?
So this is after that
Yeah.
relative lowering on the
That's like,
colligative
yeah,
first
yeah.
property. After that, this is it.
Yeah, it's a continuation. This is how we are calculating the equation for, deriving an equation for lowering in vapor pressure. And we found that delta P1 is equal to chi2 into P10, where P10 is a constant. That means delta P1, that is change in vapor pressure, is directly proportional. The first relation we found out. It's a colligative property which depends on concentration of the solute, change in vapor pressure. How much there is a decrease in vapor pressure, that is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the component 2. That is the solute. In a solution containing, if there is more than one volatile solute, then the lowering in vapor pressure depends on the sum of the mole fraction. Here you have got only one non-volatile solute, that is 2, number 2. One is for solvent. We got only binary mixture. But if at all, if you are handling with a multiplicity solution where you have more than one component in the solute, which is non-volatile, then the decrease in the vapor pressure will be, or the lowering of the vapor pressure depends on the sum of the mole fraction. Here it is only one component is there as a non-volatile thing. So delta P1, decrease in vapor pressure, is directly proportional to its mole fraction chi2. But if there is more than one non-volatile solute present, then the decrease in vapor pressure will be directly proportional to sum of all the mole fractions of the components present. So as we discussed only binary solution, we have only one solute and one solvent. In such cases, this is the equation. Change in vapor pressure is equal or proportional to chi2.
Ma'am, so for different, if there are many solutes, then you'll replace x2 with x1 plus x2 plus x3 like that.
Yeah, like that. Chi1 plus chi2 plus chi3 like that. But as we said in the beginning of this chapter, we'll be basically looking for binary solution. So in your samples, in your example, it will be basically one component as solute and one as a solvent. But it could be a question like, if it is a more than one, what will be the relation between vapor decrease in vapor pressure and mole fraction? Then you can say the lowering in vapor pressure or decrease in vapor pressure is directly proportional to sum of mole fractions of all the non-volatile components. Then from this, we found out another equation in terms of number of moles, right? Chi2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus N2. That is the general equation to calculate mole fraction. So we are making a slight modification in this equation. So that's there in the next slide. Or this one, if you rearrange, it has delta P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to chi2.
Ma'am, did you change slides?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I can't see the next slide.
Me too.
Okay, no problem. Now,
No, ma'am.
oh my God. Lag. Anyway, I'll wait until it comes displayed. Let me know once it's displayed, okay? Or I'll do one thing, I'll share it. Okay now? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now you can see delta. So previous equation was this one. I'll write it. I don't want to change it again in test. So previous equation was this one. Delta P1 is equal to P1 naught chi2. So if you take P1 naught this side, it will become delta P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to chi2. And we know that delta P1 means P1 naught minus P1, the decrease or the change in the vapor pressure. So the final equation and this entire term together is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught together is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure, and it is equal to mole fraction of the solute chi2. Now you can find another equation in terms of number of moles. That is what I said previously. Chi2 is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus N2. And we know that always N2 will be very much less than that of N1 because number of moles of solute will be comparatively less than the number of moles of solvent. So the denominator will become Chi2 can be written as N2 by N1. So that's what there in the next slide. Can I change? Yeah. Yeah. So I'll wait till it is. Very slow, right?
Now we can move to the next slide.
Now it's displayed? No? Why so delayed? So much delay.
I'm with him now.
This is the final format as in the required format. Like you can see, instead of chi2, we can write n2 by n1 plus n2. And we know that N2 will be very much less than N1. So the final equation can be relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to N2 by N1. And we know that number of moles is equal to mass divided by molar mass. And that is for N2 and N1, same equation, but it will be W1 by M1 and W2 by M2 for N2. If you apply that, the final equation in terms of molecular mass or molar mass can be P1 naught minus P1 by P1 naught, that is the relative lowering in vapor pressure, is equal to W2 into M1. This is into sign, not chi. This is just into sign. W2 into M1 and M2 into W1. That is just substituting what is the number of moles N2 and N1. You will get the final equation. So the final equation is P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to W2 M1 divided by M2 W1. If you don't want to put an into sign, then no need to, because it will be confusing with the mole fraction. So it's better without the into sign. You write like this: W2 into M1 by M2 into W1. So this is the final equation in terms of molecular mass. Relative lowering in vapor pressure can be expressed in terms of the molecular masses of solute and solvent. W2, W1 is the molecular mass or molar mass of the solute and solvent. The number 1 is always for solvent and 2 is for solute. Done?
No, ma'am.
Okay, write down these equations. Then we'll do a numerical based on it. It's an into sign. It's not X, it's into sign. That's why I rewrite it over here. W2 M1 M2 W1. This is no need to write. Okay. So can we solve a numerical based on it? Yeah. Before we end today's lesson. Okay. So I'll just share the screen. The question. Is it visible now? Okay, wait. Okay. Now you can see the question. The vapor pressure of pure benzene at certain temperature is 0.850 bar pressure, and non-volatile, non-electrolyte solid weighing 0.5 gram is added to 39 gram of benzene. Its molar mass is 78. You have to calculate the vapor pressure of the solution is given as 0.845. What is the molar mass of the solute? That is solid substance mean, which is the solute. So first of all, you can find out what are the information given in the question. A pure benzene, the vapor pressure, that is P1 naught, is given as 0.845 0.850 bar, that is for the pure benzene, and P1 is given, that is for the solution, as 0.845. You can see always for a solution, the pressure is less than for that of the pure solvent. It is 0.850 for pure benzene, and P1, that is for the solution, it is 0.845 bar. Now, what are the other information? 0.5 gram of the solute. That means weight of the solute, the mass of the solute is 0.5 gram, and mass of the solvent W1 is 39. That is, benzene is taken 39 gram and 0.5 gram of the solute is taken. And also another information given, the molar mass of benzene is 78. So what you need to calculate is M2. M2 is what the molar mass of the solid solute. That is what you need to calculate. So all the other information is given. So you have to just write the equation. P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to, which equation you will use here?
We can use the last one, W2M1.
Yeah, W2M1 divided by M2W1, and just rearrange to get as M2, because M2 is what you need to calculate. All the other information is given here.
So, 0.845 bar is vapor pressure of full solution rate.
Full solution. That is what it is written as P1.
Okay.
Vapor pressure of the benzene in the solution. That is what P1. Because the other one is a non-volatile substance, right?
Okay. So when they say vapor pressure of solution, that means they're meaning benzene.
Yeah, because that's the only solvent.
Okay.
Solute is a non-volatile. So vapor pressure, whatever the contribution, it is only from the solvent. Yeah, what is the answer you're getting? Anybody got the answer? Take your time, but still. 17?
I'm 170.
170.
170. Yeah. Correct. So others, please complete and let me know whether you're getting the same answer. M2 will be 170 gram per mole. Please solve and then check whether you're getting the same answer.
Yes, ma'am, I got 170.
Jahan, you got the answer? You're still working, okay. Taizir, you got the answer?
No,
It's not started to doing.
No, I started.
No, I'll come and check, I know that you're covering.
Oh.
Jopal, you got? Abhishek? Steve? I know Taizir in between has gone somewhere and has now come back to the class. Yeah. Yes or no? Honestly? Yes or no? Smiling. Yes, only. That's what I know. You're gone somewhere and now you're come back to the class. 170. You're supposed to get 170 grams per. You will get the same, like, for example, yeah. Correctly, you will get 170 only. Are you all getting there? I can see 2 or 3 people told me that they have already got the answer. What about others?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Yeah. So I'll wind up here now. Like, I don't want to take the next topic because that's a new topic. I mean, the second collegiate